Today's video is dedicated to Brewdog's new, Brewdog, I mentioned them. If you're sitting up looking, what? Brewdog, famous for their punk IPA, famous for all their bars all around the UK, and they're exploding all over the place. They've only flipping released a spiced rum, so this video is dedicated to Brewdog's 500 Cuts Spiced Rum. Catch you in a second. Hey Spiced Rum fans, I am Steve the Barman, and I'm hoping these videos will help you drink, serve and enjoy better quality spiced rum. That's what these videos are all about. That's what I'm about. That's what I've been about for donkey's years. I did flirt with gin, but I'm properly in the spiced rum now because that's what floats my boat. If you love it, if you want to tell me what you're drinking at home, what spiced rums you would like me to feature in the future, drop me a note in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're drinking spiced rums with. Just message me in the comments below. If you want to take those conversations even further, there's a really cool newish Facebook group up there. It's the Spiced Rum Club. You can go into Facebook, search the Spiced Rum Club, or I will put a link in the show notes below, stblive.uk/Spiced Rum Club. It is not my group. I've been a part of it a few months now. It's only a few hundred strong at the moment, but it is growing. So come and join us over there. Right then, Brewdog, as I mentioned, 500 Cuts. It's obviously named after the proclaimers. I would walk 500 miles just to be that, whatever the words are. It's not. Apparently it's not. That's what I first thought when I first saw it. Now, Brewdog Distilling, this is not their first thing. Obviously, they've got a sort of separate gin brand going on. Lone Wolf, that is their gin. I think they've got 2 or 3 different gins now in that thing. They've got a vodka that I know of. I think I did see a whiskey as well. I didn't look at that. Don't know whiskey. But this obviously kind of stood out to me. Lovely sort of floral, fruity kind of label on there. Really, really cool. With a lot of spiced rums I've featured, I try and find out where the base rum is from. I'm reliably informed, I've not been up there, I've not been told, I've not seen it from my own 2 eyes, but I'm reliably informed that they are distilling this rum up in Scotland from scratch. Let me tell you, bugger, I've got to read this. This is a biggie. I've got to read all this, so I'm going to start from top to bottom on the label at the back there. So we're starting off with stating the ingredients, the spices that they have used. So a curious blend of fine botanicals and herbal ingredients. So they've gone kind of gin. The way they've created this is very same essence as the way you would do gin. They've distilled it like that. So we've got tonka bean, clove, lavender, cardamom, orange peel, mace, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger. 10 botanicals. I like what they've done there. That's very clever. They're going botanicals, so gin people could come and have some fun, but still thinking they're drinking botanical-led gin. I like that. Very, very clever. Here's the story behind 500 Cuts. Nothing to do with the proclaimers. I think you should change that, Brewdog. Anyway, in 1734, after Elizabeth Blackwell was left alone in London following the incarceration of her deadbeat husband, life was looking grim. But this industrious Aberdonian refused to be beaten. Instead, she created the go-to guide for herbal medicine, drawing, engraving and colouring 500 botanicals or cuts herself. With the overnight success of her book, A Curious Herbal, Elizabeth was able to free from her spouse. Alas for Alexander, the final cut came a few years later. His head was chopped off for treason. Wonder if that's true. That's marketing. We love a bit of marketing. Anyway, final bit. Full of spice and zest, 500 Cuts pays tribute to Lizzie's unbreakable spirit. White rum made from sugarcane molasses and fermented with red wine yeast for 7 days is double pot distilled to release notes of tropical fruit and burnt sugar. We then distill the botanicals gently over 4 hours with a little refined muscovado added for subtle sweetness. Here's to Elizabeth Blackwell, the original Spice Girl. So what does this smell like? I get the cloves, the cinnamon, they're the big 2 that come up with me. Maybe a touch of nutmeg. but it smells like Christmas cake. Now it does smell spicy, as in those kind of traditional spices, not chili spice. It does smell spicy over sweet. So I'm not expecting this to be a sweet rum by any stretch of the imagination. And I am kind of expecting those spices to really cling to the side of my throat when they go down. Right then, the first thing I need to point out to you, I don't know whether you'll see it on the glass. It might be on the close-up. I have to look at that in the mirror to see if that, I don't know whether you can see that, but it is proper murky. It's not a clear see-through liquid at all. It's almost, it has been filtered, but it's just black. It's just sort of murky black in colour. Taste-wise, for me, it is not a sipper. I could not drink too much of that neat. Cinnamon, it's just clove and cinnamon. They are the big two coming forward there. Little bits of citrus, but that really kind of, the clove just beats forward for me. That is what it is. It's a clove spiced rum. The first mixer that I've got for you that I just thought was a taste sensation, Fever Tree's Spiced Orange Ginger Ale. Those two, the orange, the cinnamon, the cloves in there, wow, absolutely delicious. I'll be honest, I did have to add slightly more ginger ale than I would normally do. So it's probably gone 1:5, 1:6 ratio in there, just to dampen down the spice forward from that. But oh boy, when you get that level just right, that is just such an amazing drink. In second place for me was the ginger beer. Again, the ginger just goes very, very well with the spices in the rum. Again, you kind of have to go slightly more. It's not a sort of 1:3, 1:4 drink. I think it is very potent in the fact of the spices. So you do need slightly more mixer than you would traditionally have. But the whole ginger beer thing works very, very well. Now in third place is the whole Coca-Cola thing. This is Coke Zero. It is lovely. I think possibly a bit too clove, a bit too cinnamon forward to go as your out and out favourite. But if you like your rum and cokes, slightly more Coke than what you would normally do, following all those mixers through, slightly more Coke just to sort of dampen down those spices ever so slightly, and you've got an absolutely love and rum and Coke. Now here's a curious one for me in fourth place. This is Elixir's Blood Orange and Cinnamon Tonic Water. Absolutely delicious. I'll drop links in the show notes where you can get that from. That to me, because they are not quinine forward, well, they have got a bit of quinine in there, obviously, or that bitterness in the tonic water, but the whole sort of clementine and cinnamon in there just kind of works well. I'm going to play about with that. I'm going to add a couple of little different flavour syrups and things because I think that might make a really awesome highball. But as a rum and tonic kind of serve, absolutely exceptional. Now I'm going to do something that I normally don't do. I'm going to give you two mixers to avoid with this, and they are 1 and 2. That was hard work, I tell you. Let me just flip that around so you can see that. That was such hard work. There's two spice forward, cinnamon, cloves, allspice, thick in texture. It's just too much to handle the fruitiness of those drinks. For me, I just did not like them at all. For the cocktails, they are going to go onto my Instagram stories now, not as videos. They're going to go to as 4 picture stories. So we're going to have the picture of the cocktail, picture of the ingredients, sparkly stuff, and then a question. I need you guys to name the cocktail. So that's how we're going forward. So search me out on Instagram at Steve the Barman. Remember what I said at the start. If you want to chat a bit more in a Facebook group, come and find us in the Spiced Rum Club, stblive.uk/Spiced Rum Club is the short link. The URL's got lots of numbers in at the moment. No one's actually given it a name. So, but you can find it on Facebook, Spiced Rum Club, if you're just over there. If not, follow that short link. I will see you next time. Toodaloo.